Zigzag terraces we're going to see on top represents the hairs of the puma's head. And the main square, guys, is the heart of the puma, the more important part. From here, guys, we're leaving the 4 Inca trails to the different corners at the Inca's times. This is how was the plaza at the Inca's times. From the stream to where is the city hall today were just fields. The houses was there. It's for a reason that easy. Right?
Sacsayhuaman.
This is the head of the puma.
That's right.
The head of the puma, exactly.
It's the head of
This
the
is the head
puma.
of the puma. That is the meaning of the word.
Oh.
Sacsayhuaman.
Oh.
Right? The puma's head.
Ah.
But for some people, Sacsayhuaman or Sacsayhuaman means a speckled falcon. Because the colors of the rock, you see the rocks is limestone. No? Limestone with white spots, with calcita. For a reason they call the speckled falcon, no? But I think it's the puma's head, no? The real thing, no? As I show you the map the other day in Cusco downtown area. Then there are 3 terraces. The Spaniards call the fortress of Sacsayhuaman. The locals don't like that name of fortress. Right? This is the temple of the sun for Pachacutec Inca. This is a gift that Pachacutec made for his father, the sun. Right? That means like the... This is the present after he won the battle. We were talking this morning, you know, against the Chancas. And to say thank you to his father, Pachacutec built this because this temple could be seen only from the sky. It's a present for the sun god. Then before Pachacutec, the Incas have the temple of the sun at the bottom. We visited the other day, remember? In Santo Domingo Church. Yesterday, no? Yesterday. Looks a long time ago. And after Pachacutec, the temple of the sun was in the upper hill of Cusco, in Sacsayhuaman. This is also the place of the famous battle, no, with Manco Inca and the Spaniards after they burned the city of Cusco. Remember, they don't burn the cathedral, no, the Triumph Chapel. They come here and they have a big battle, no, in all these walls. Okay? Take some pictures. That was a pyramid, right? Don't understand a pyramid like an Egyptian pyramid. A pyramid is just terraces around a sacred area in order to make wider the top. On top of the hill is the Inca's throne. You see what is the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, go a little bit below the tree, right, 1 meter down, and now go to the left. You see on the rock like 2 square boxes? That is the Inca throne, right? That means the Inca and his wife were sitting there facing the mountain at the end of the valley. We're not lucky now because it's cloudy, but when it's clear, at the end it's a big glacier. That is the Ausangate mountain. That is the place where the sun rises on the summer solstice, right? Then the Inca's throne was there. Later on the left side here, behind you, remember, are missing the buildings on top. There were 3 big constructions on the top of the hill. Now if you walk up there, you're going to see just foundations, all right? Later I'm going to show you a picture at the end, and you're going to understand better what was this place, all right? But this, for me, is the state of art at the Inca's times. This is the more important and the more beautiful construction. You're going to say, no, Machu Picchu is nicer. Machu Picchu, guys, 60% is landscape. 40% is the construction, right? This place you need to consider is built in Cusco, the capital of the Incas, right? Then between the 2 areas, they have this plaza. This plaza, guys, is not natural. Right? It's a lot of work under it. Rocks, gravel, sand. Here rains and never floods, right? Because we have a good drainage, right? Then look the beauty of these terraces, guys. Terraces to the right-hand side and zigzag terraces to the left. Then this must be the masterpiece. It's actually one of the biggest rocks, but the biggest one is this one in the corner. This is 128 tons. You need to consider that the rock is probably 1.5 or 2 meters underneath, right? It's a big block. All these rocks here, guys, is limestone, because this valley was a lake a long time ago. Right? The name is Morkill. Morkill was the name of the lake, and it's for reason limestone. And the formation of this limestone is called Yuncaipata, 70 million years ago, right? 70 million years ago, the Yucaypata Formation, in his book Fingerprints of the Gods, says Machu Picchu and Sacsayhuaman are older than the Inca times. But of course, that is not the official history. Eh? The official history says Inca, right? Inca. But this is Quilque, and the Quilques were in Cusco around the 1200s, eh? At the 13th century, before the Incas came. Okay? Well, there are 3 terraces, no? The number 3 again, and the terraces have different entrances. Eh? You see, there is a gap, no, between the 2 rocks here. That was one of the entrances. On the second level is another doorway, and in the 3rd levels. Eh? But they are not the only ones. Eh? There are like 4 or 5 entrances in each level. Then the fortress, called the Spaniards called the fortress of Sacsayhuaman. Locals don't like that name. Remember, for locals, the Incas were nice people, no? But for the Incas, or for the Mestizo chroniclers, like Garcilaso de la Vega, this is the temple of the sun, right? Why they call the fortress? Because the battle. I remember Manco Inca was fighting here, no, against the Spaniards. After they burned the city, the Spaniards come here, and they kill a lot of Incas. Manco Inca lost the battle, and after this battle, Manco Inca escaped to Ollantaytambo, right? We were there, remember, the first day in the Sacred Valley, the temple with the 250 steps. Remember, in Ollantaytambo, they have a battle, and Manco Inca won there. And after he won that battle, Diego de Almagro came back to Cusco, and the Incas escaped inland, no, to Vilcabamba, the last capital. They were living in Vilcabamba 40 years more after the conquest of Cusco. 1572 was the day when the last Inca was captured. Tupac Amaru, the first, not the second one, remember, Tupac Amaru the first, was captured, was killed in Vilcabamba, and this when finished the Incas' times with San Martin and Simón Bolívar. Then since 1821, we're living in a democracy, in a republica, with a lot of military coups in between, of course. Right? Because this is the longest period of democracy that we're living. See, and this is the famous archaeoastronomy, no? How they are doing architecture, facing, no, the constellations and different things, no? But it's a lot of mathematics by sure to do this construction. Rock they put is the corner. How they put it? If we were standing where is the throne and the other side, we're going to see that in both ends is ramps, right? It's like inclined. Then we suppose they were pulling the rocks from those ramps above the walls on the rocks that you have before. You understand me? They need to cut this side of the rock and the top of these rocks. Later they need to bring a rock from the quarry that is going to match with the empty space. Then the stone masoner is going to say, okay guys, bring me that rock. And when they bring, say, oh sorry, it's smaller, maybe the other one. No, right? No. They were probably using branches to do like a frame, 3-dimensional, in order to look with that frame in the quarry, a similar rock that have the same...
Nobody knows how they mated these rocks or got them on stack
it's harder. It's harder. But it's
or moved
clear
them.
that this rock was brought from...
They're restoring some walls, or planning to, that were taken down by the floods. These are
also, it's a great
alpacas.
view with the crystal, with the Christ. Look at the end, the Christ with the clouds. It's a beautiful view.
Alpacas.
And just some things that we're trying to get.
There's the alpacas.
And we have some UNESCO site recommendations, but also as town Cusco, don't want...
On the plateau here, and there's the city.
And this is how was organized this place at Inca's times. And this is the present for the sun gods that Pachacutec did.
Buy some pork rinds. Chicharron. Looks like corn or something, doesn't it?
This is the pork rind. They wash it. Yeah. They fry it.
And this is the name of the place. This is
like the carpet.
Sunday and people are out just hanging out. They look like they just had a doings here. University, you can pay by the month, about $200 a month, but it's not the best. And this is one of the nicest looking sections so far we've been around. The rest of them coming in were pretty. Oh, we drove up to the top of Cusco, and this is what the view would look like if you were up here. This is the restaurant. There's people playing football down there. I thought it might rain, but it's not. This is our table. This is the restaurant. The greens are the fava
I've seen them
beans,
fried.
and those huge kernels are corn. Mike's trout. This, believe it or not, is alpaca.